What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, we are gonna try this again. I mentioned that I was gonna do a short form video talking about cards I feel like come off the ban list, and I started doing it. Realized I spend about 10 minutes simply only talking about the banned cards. So let's just go ahead and make this shorter video. Okay, alright, so a lot of these cards pretty much have to stay. I'm mainly interested in the Dragon Looters coming off, so like Blaster I can feel come off. You know, a lot of this I'm like, you know, it could very much stay. The Gold Bulb, you know, this could very much stay. I'd be interested in Grinder Golem coming off, you know, like to 1, because we never got the chance to use it. So maybe I guess giving us, you know, just something else that we could possibly use, especially because like Firewall Dragon's been nerfed. So you know, so like, you know, like it wouldn't be, the combos wouldn't be as crazy, but it would still, you know, be of use. So I wouldn't, you know, you know, I'm not saying it has to come back. These are just, like I said, this is just me, you know, just throwing all the whole, a lot of stuff out there. That stuff has to stay. I think the Magic Spectre Unicorn Kieran, I think it can come back to 1. That'd be cool to have this at 1 for the Pendulum players. Maxi has to be 3 or nothing. I would love Maxi to come back, but at the same time it's very, very sacky, so it has to be 3 or nothing. Yeah, that's how I feel about the Maxi. Hard Horror, yeah, bring that back. Plush Fire, I would love to see Plush Fire come back. Like, if they don't bring Electromite back, Plush Fire to 3, that'd be kind of cool. But that would be, that's a lot of advantage. But I really feel like, you know, throwing some Pendulum stuff out there, because unless Konami wants to release a new broken Pendulum archetype, like a really broken Pendulum archetype, then you might as well just bring your older Pendulum stuff back. Because to be honest, if a lot of these Pendulum stuff comes off and everyone started having more use of them, yeah, these Pendulum decks are very, very scary. If you guys didn't play in that format, I'm telling you, this was very, very scary. That I don't want no, you know, I don't want any kind of FDK stuff. Redox, I understand they'll be extremely broken for like heavy samurais and a lot of other decks, but I want the all the Dragon Looters back. So Redox, I want that one to come back for sure. Alright, Rotoden, I want Rotoden at least come back to 1. I feel Rotoden shouldn't have died for the Sin Sprite. Samsara Lois has to stay. Master Plan, you have to stay. Like, I love Spiral. Spiral is another one of my favorite decks, but very much Master Plan has to stay. Master Plan comes back broken. Alright, broken. Neptune, let's keep the FDK there. Tidal, let's bring Tidal back. No Victory Dragon. Having Northern at 1, that'd be kind of cool. Like, if we leave Instant Fusion at 1, having Northern at 1, that'd be kind of cool. Let's leave that. Thunder Colossus to 1. Halki Fibrax, that'd be cool to have Halki Fibrax to 1. There's a lot of cards that would stay on the list if that happened, but Halki Fibrax to 1, that'd be kind of cool. Curious, it come back to 1. Agripane and Elpie, maybe one of the two could come back. Maybe keep the one that special summons from the deck. I think that's Elpie on the list, and bring back Agripane. And then if you know, if I got them mixed up, then you'll switch them around. Heavy Metal Electromite, I would like them to bring this to 1, but that would be a lot of Pendulum shenanigans. But I wouldn't mind seeing, yeah, Electromite at 1. Nightmare Goblin, extremely broken, extremely generic. Extra normal summon, that's very much abusable. There's so many decks that could really use a way to get into an extra normal summon. It would actually make monsters that you normal summon really good, because you could essentially, because instead of having to start off with that normal summon monster to get your combo going, you could essentially kind of, you know, get your combo going with some kind of like special summon engine, and then then you could go, you know, into your normal summon kind of later on in the combo. So yeah, like especially like if you could like summon like Nightmare, like if you summon like Nightmare Goblin and just be, yeah, I don't want to go too much of a tangent, but pretty much, yeah, like you got to keep the Nightmare Goblin on the list. Mermaid on the list too. Link Cross has to stay. Rorodon has to stay. Meow Meow Mew to 1. I really would like the prank kids to have Meow Meow Mew to 1. They really kind of need something here. Verti Anaconda, I would like to see it at 1, but I feel it has to stay. Bird of Sovereignty, I feel it come back, because since it's not like, I guess that's kind of counter too, because this one will get out on a gate and this would get out on a gate, because it can't like, you know, lock you from a special summon no more Barrier Statue. But it is way easier to get over, to go through a Mixed Valley Apex Avion than it is for Verti Anaconda, and a lot more decks could run generically just run Verti Anaconda, versus only a few decks would be able to run Bird of Sovereignty. So it would just be something that certain decks that that play certain cards and engines can get out. So it wouldn't just be in every single deck. So I think Bird of Sovereignty coming back. Bird of Anaconda Vertianacona has to stay. Sprite Alpha, I feel like could come back to 1 eventually, maybe like 2-3 years from now, but right now it's got to stay. Some swords got to stay. This got to stay. A lot of this stuff here could essentially stay. Yeah, no, except for Danelon. Danelon come back to 1, that would be too crazy. A Lava Chain, I would love to come back to 1, but instantly it views. MXA Revoker should stay, simply because I'm gonna want the Zodiacs to come back. So yeah, that's a Shockmaster. Yeah, see, all this stuff has to stay. I would bring these to 1. The Zodiac, Broadbone, Trident to 1. All the spells have to stay except for Barrage could come back, and all the traps gotta stay. All right. When it comes to the cards that are like limited, I'm not really against a lot of this stuff. Like, you know, like I really don't want like instant win combos. Like, people are going to run kind of stuff like this, so like, you know, eventually, cause like, you know, I would just keep all that. I just leave all this stuff because this stuff is just too broken to just let, you know, off the hook. Keep the Astrograph at 1 too, because yeah, because like we're not bringing pendulums back like to full power. We're just giving them like either, you know, like really the powerful one-ofs they need, or we're gonna give them 3 copies of other good, you know, engine cards they could use. So yeah, that's kind of the direction I like them to go with pendulum. To either bring back a lot of their good one-ofs, or simply, you know, bring back a lot of their more like like supporter cards. You know, like, well, I guess most of their supporter cards is mostly just Plush Fire and then Electromite. Well, yeah, screw it. Let's just get Plush Fire, Electromite. Let's just bring them back. A lot of this stuff could stay. All this could stay. The dangers, yeah, like it's really broken. Like, I mean, because like you just don't want you want to keep contain the FTK, but at the same time maybe semi-limit some of these to make it just a little more appealing to use the engine, like outside of Dark World, because like that's kind of that's like some of the best use you kind of really get out of it. So yeah, that's kind of, I would rather see these at 2. That Pankratops, like if we're gonna have Fenrir at 3, I want Pank at 3, so let's just take that off the list. It's Gazelle, bring Gazelle off the list. Quick Fix, take it off the list. I want that, yeah, 3. Keep all that. That all I could stay. Rapier, like, to be honest, like I don't want Zodiac to be too strong, because I understand Zodiac could get powerful if you give it too much. So like, as a little, I understand. We'll keep the Rat. Leave it there. I don't want none of that here. Striker Dragon, yeah. If we're gonna bring back Guard Dragon stuff, then we can't bring that back. Yeah, that could stay where it's at. A lot of this right here could pretty much stay where it's at. All these limited ones, for the most part. Yeah, well, yeah, we could bring out some of these Sky Strider cards. One of my homie is saying he's calling it now Engage to 2, and I can't very much agree with that. I can agree with that. Engage to 2. Alright, and then all this stuff on the list. Alright guys, that's it for the video. A little shorter video, nothing like no 15-minute talk. Peace out.